Tamar Braxton. She's a TV personality and singer-songwriter, and she was just recently fired from the TV show The Real. And one of the things is that the network said that they had a focus group, and the focus group was not relating to her because she was quote-unquote ghetto, her vernacular. They also said that just her behavior is outlandish, and when they did the focus group, they did not relate to her. Educated women did not relate to her. Businesswomen did not relate to her. And I just want to open the panel up on that level. What are your thoughts?
Some time back in the day, I was in California, and I decided to wear my hair natural. And at that time, I was, it was okay to knock on doors and call agents and what have you. And the response was, for me, they already got that look. And that look was whoopee. If you don't imitate the white culture, and that's what it is, European culture, you're not really accepted. You're not really accepted. And my roommate in California said, Deetra, you're just too black. You're just too black. And I didn't understand what she meant by that. And now I do.
Yeah, I'm not a white male, but I think I'm just as qualified, sometimes even more qualified. And I'm okay with saying, this is me. I'm still going to do my job, but I'm not going to change how I look, how I talk, how I dress. I'm a professional. When I go to work, I'm professional. When I'm out, I'm me. With Tamar Braxton, I think there's something to be said as a black woman, as a professional. Some of the things that she talks about, some of the ways that she addresses things, I can't relate. And that's okay with me. It doesn't mean that I don't support her, but I just can't relate with her fully. And I hope that she takes that and goes in a positive direction with it, and not that people are knocking her down or bashing her. But as a black female, I would like to see a black female act just a little bit more professional sometimes, just a little bit more educated, bring some topics that me in my late 20s I want to hear about, and not necessarily, the kiki and chi-chis and the gossip. I just want something sometimes on a different level, and I think that's okay. And people who are watching TV at that time, they just may want a different personality.
There's two sides to every story, but one thing I don't agree with was that Tamar throughout was being her authentic self, and we should always be our authentic self, and no one can deem that ghetto or whatever. I mean, that's just racist. But I do think that if she was given a fair warning, she was totally blindsided when she got fired, so that was wrong. And I think that if the producers had warned her about the insubordination in particular, just because you have to be professional on air, and if they had actually taken a stand for her, then a lot of people would have been, the Twitterverse would have been on her side. If the producers said, we stand behind our anchor, she's being her authentic self, we're not having her change her personality because, we support her, I think a lot of people would have been tweeting yes, The Real is a good show for not changing and molding their anchors into being somebody that they're not.
I feel like we need to just live our truth. Who is anyone to tell us who we're supposed to be? Who are people to say what, when you turn your television, what it should look like? Because I might not be the truth for her or the truth for another person, but it's someone out there that doesn't relate to my story, doesn't relate to what I say, and it's going to relate to my image, right? So as far as the Tamar thing, I thought it sucked because I just feel like all this time they used her, right, to get to the level of what they needed to be for whoever it was for her to reach out to, whatever audience that they were trying to get. So now that they have that audience, it's all right, we're done with her for whatever reason.
I think that we have to get control of our image, and I think that what is going on, and we just spoke on this before the movie even started, there are 3,000 stations out there, maybe 4,000 by now. Because every time you turn on the television, you can get another station, and it's a new, and people are sensationalizing television to appeal to everybody, because let's face it, ghetto fabulous is still ghetto fabulous. It will always be. So there is an appeal, but what really is happening is that we're having to put our image under check based on male domination, death, and destruction. And that has to stop. That has to stop, because what really has to happen is that we have to control our image. These beautiful women in their jobs today are in control of the image that you are, and because you have submitted to the will of God, you will not change that. But some people are not as strong in their character. So what we're really looking at is in the industry as we look at it today, can we and will we control our image? He who controls the image controls the mind. That is an infamous statement. Dr. Leonard Jeffries, in fact, right, controls the mind. So if I am sitting at home and looking at you on television shows more often, I fit in. I am now a part of a society. And let's get comfortable with the American flag being a melting pot of religion, cultures, respect for all people from whatever walk. So when someone begins to attack you because you're a little ghetto fabulous, there's somebody out there that says, but I be beating Shaquita to tell what's going on, because you know what? I'm Shaquita. And she be telling it like it is. If that was the case, they should take Marty Povich or Marty off the air, Marty gotta go, and a few other people gotta go, because they're putting an image out there that I'm not comfortable with. Them. The professional system, hey baby, I'm so happy that you are who you are. But get comfortable in your skin, because culture, heritage, values, virtues is all you got. Yeah. And when somebody asks you to compromise that to fit in, they are trying to control the image, and he who controls the image controls the mind.
Powerful. So